Okay, I think I'm going to, I want to look at and ask about Trump, where this stems from, this mental state that he's got that's driving his actions, controlling his actions when it comes to this abusing women, having to dominate and control women. Okay? So I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot is what I grabbed real quick here. And can you tell me, I'm going to ask Tarot, can you tell me what drives this mental state? What has caused this within him? What is driving this within him, this need to abuse? This need to abuse little girls and women. What is driving this mental state and these actions? Okay. So let's pull the cards here. Okay, so the first thing is about his choices in life, his life path. Things he's juggling there in his life path. Now this is definitely different than most of them you see. What he's juggling here, he's got in his hands, is his astrology. The astrology things, okay? So it's what he's coming in with when it comes to his astrology. Okay. This is the message about the actions. When it comes to his astrology, the things he's juggling. And in this case, we've got the moon. Now, usually, I think with the Fool, you see them in the daylight. Well, this is these emotional things that he's driven by. Yeah, the star. These are the things that he is driven by. The message about the actions with his life path and the dark of the moon, his astrology. So the energy coming into it is moving rapidly. The energy moves rapidly when it comes to his, this would be the leadership or the things that you put in motion. And again, surrounding him is his astrology. The astrology, the things he's coming in with, it feels like things he's coming in with from past lives as well. This scroll that he's got with him. So the things he's putting into motion, and he again is driven by that this dark drama, this water emotionality. He's being driven by that rapidly. This is he sets up for what he is doing. So what's going on now? So these are the things he's gathering and collecting, okay? Hanging on to concrete things he's hanging on to. When it comes to these truths, the truth that is raining down, mental things that are raining down on him, okay? Message about actions when it comes to the things that he is initiating, etc. It's coming from this mental state that he's hanging on to and he struggles with. Okay? So he is struggling with these things concretely and that have happened. The challenge is the warrior, mental warrior. Okay? So the warrior mentality, when it comes to his worldview, what he's surrounding himself in his world, and these manipulations, okay? Controlling manipulations and his, his wanting to control, to manipulate concrete things, manipulate emotion, manipulation of action, manipulation of mentality, manipulation of concrete things daily, monetary, etc. That's his worldview. He's a warrior for that. Potential outcome is he blocks. He blocks these things. He is in his own world. He is blocking the actual reality when it comes to the abundance, when it comes to women, when it comes to that, again, this is surrounded by the astrological things. When it comes to women and this ability and the things that are up in the air. Okay, things that are up in the air. Outside influence. Being driven underneath all of it, the mental realm. The control of the mental realm. Yeah. Mentally, he backs out of it. Control of the mental realm and judgment. So it's like he's on autopilot, in a way. He's on autopilot. He's driven by this mental realm, but he's really got, he backs out of the judgment. He just is not seeing it. He's blocking these things. So if we look at the four corners, we have his life path and his blocking the things externally, things up in the air when it comes to him. Okay. So the very center of it, we have the swords of truth raining down, the mental realm. When it comes to him, in a position of, a go-getter in the world, all these mental things are raining down on him. This is the Emperor card. This is somebody that's an entrepreneur or something of that nature, but he's driven by all these mental things from his past that are raining down. It's about gathering and collecting through these arguments, through this struggle, okay? Rapidly coming is his manipulations. He's driven by this moon madness when it comes to the warrior for his mental state. He's driven by this underlying dark, just watery mental state. The moon. He is one of these that could have that kind of moon madness, really is affected by the moon. Some people, because the body is 90-something% water, they get very much affected by the moon, their mental state and things. So yeah, when it comes to his entrepreneurial or his controlling action, this is Aries, the person of leadership or something, getting out there and doing. it's all about his messages of actions and the things that are raining down, okay? Rapidly, the moon drama takes over, and we have him just trying to gather and collect more money, more things of concrete, trying to just have more. And his life path, when it comes to being, somebody that's putting things into motion, the Aries leadership, or, getting out there and doing, he's a fighter. He wants to fight, okay? So when it comes to the world, what's raining down on him are things when it comes to women and their ability. I think part of it is, too, that women are creating life and doing these things, having that abundance, and something to do with his past, something to do with his mother, again, is driving him. So he continues to, with any struggle, he blocks it. External things, he blocks it. Up in the air is still never enough for him to gather and collect whatever he's got. It's never enough. And he's continuing to drive this knight, this warrior of manipulation. Just wanting to continue to manipulate things. Okay? So he's really driven by his astrological things, is what it's looking like. What he came in with, past life things, and then things with his mother in this lifetime are driving him mentally. These things just keep raining down on him at the center of it all, okay? This mental state just keeps raining down on him. He cannot get out from under it. So let's do a clarifying read and see what it has to say. What's driving Trumpenstein? What's driving the Orange Menace? The Mango Mussolini? Oh, this toxic orange. Agent Orange, just toxic. So let's see, the center of it all. What's driving Donald Trump is the Hangman. Feeling like he's been sacrificed. Was he sacrificed as a child? Okay? And so he sees it from a different viewpoint. Upside down. Everything for him is upside down. The truth is dark, the dark is truth. Evil is good, good is evil. Everything is upside down when it comes to Trump. Okay? What's coming into it on one side is temperance, tempering. The other side is distancing, walking away. So what comes, he wants to temper it in his world, and he will just walk away. He's on the dark path, following the dark of the moon. Okay? And he leaves emotional drama in his wake. Okay? The cups are overturned, these emotional things, and he just, will walk away from it. And he tries to temper things by, the things that he's doing, by a new action. Okay? New action, he tries to temper things, turning it upside down. Okay? When it comes to the things that he doesn't want to deal with. Okay? When it comes to these things that are painful, okay, causing him pain, he just walks away and leaves destruction in his wake. Yeah. Foundation. His proclivities with the young girls, the past, that are now causing him this difficulty, and he wants to again walk away from it with a new action to try to temper it, to overturn it. So the message is about concrete things. He's going to try to, with a new action, he's going to put out more messages about what's being built, what he's trying to construct. He's trying to construct something, in the external to try to cover this over. But the evidence is there. This is my card for having the evidence in hand. Okay? What's happened in the world, the evidence is in hand. The concrete things that have happened in the past with these young girls, that evidence is there. Okay? No matter what he's trying to construct and walk away from, that evidence is not going away. So he's been driven by wealth, everything he's gathered and collected in the physical world. But the emotional things are all up in the air. The truth is raining down. The nightmares of it, the specters that are driving things for him are there. Now, the specter of women in his past, and when it comes to his going out there and trying to, again, get things in motion, we have everything up in the air. When it comes to what the emotional realm is, control of the emotional realm, we have the hidden things. Hidden things. So let's see what's hidden that's controlling his emotional world. A tower moment. He's got a tower moment under there that's controlling his emotional world. Now, in this case, I don't think this is the White House. I think this was the stability in the family home, the actions of the family home. And so we have the wheel. Actions have consequences. When it comes to the family home dynamic, there was something there, a tower moment for him that's ruling his emotional realm. Okay? When it comes to his feeling of spirituality or lack thereof, he is feeling, in this case, alone. I think he's feeling alone with these things, and so he wars. He wants to be a warrior with the mental things, and he thinks that that is going to lead him to his victorious actions. Is that fighting, mental state of fighting all the time, okay? But something in his past, I think when it comes to his mother, his family dynamic, he was not the chosen one in the beginning, and this affected him mentally, okay? And his emotions, and just what he came in with from past lives, his astrology, the things that are going on with him astrologically, he's really seems to be driven by it. Instead of being challenges and things that come up, he just is really driven by it. He doesn't appear to have control over his astrological things happening. He's too much water when it comes to that. Moon, driven by those things. Okay? So astrological things, like I said, if you are in a balanced state, these can be things coming in that are opportunities, or they are challenges in that. But it looks like in his case, he is really driven by the astrology. And he cannot get out of it. So on that note, I'll leave that here. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you online.